Hi, this is Greg McCoach, editor of the Mining Speculator. We're here at the November 2019 Metals Investor Forum. Today, I'm going to interview a new gentleman that I've never met before. It's not a current recommendation in my newsletter, but we're going to go through what I normally do to get to know new people and see if the boxes check out. So today, we're with President and CEO Michael Konnert of Vizsla Resources, a project in Mexico that sounds very exciting.
Thank you.
Michael, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's just take the basics since I don't know you yet, and this sounds very good to me, just our initial discussion. So take us through the share structure, the symbols, and how you came about getting involved.
Sure. So Vizsla is traded under VZLA on the Toronto Venture Stock Exchange. It's a company that I founded. We have 40 million shares outstanding. It was a fresh IPO about a year ago, and we've just consolidated an entire district in Mexico with very high grades and a pathway to production in the next couple of years.
So this is silver-oriented mostly?
Silver, that's right. Silver and gold, but primarily silver.
Silver, okay. So, yeah, I mean, I love silver Mexico stories. I mean, don't we all, right?
Yeah.
So, I believe, if you heard me in my talk, that we're about ready for gold to take the next leap, probably to the 1675, 1725 level.
Right.
And I think when that happens, silver is going to pop over $20 for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's going to really ignite the silver space. And as many people know in this industry, that that 100 million ounce benchmark of discovery, is usually bought out, especially if it's in Mexico and it's high grade. So it sounds like that box is already checked, for you looking for a big target that's been consolidated.
Yeah.
And the other part I like is that with a few drill holes, you can really identify whether you're on the right track or not.
That's right. Yeah.
So how did this come about? How did you get this project? In the down market, you were able to acquire it for a good price, and
yeah, it's a very unique deal. We were able to basically piggyback off the success of a person that we worked with, a fellow named John Merco and his company Can-Am in Mexico. He had put in the hard work over a couple of years trying to put this district together, and we worked on it with him for about a year this past year. And I think the only reason it was available was because of the lower silver prices a few years ago.
Right.
It's a very unique district. It's a very exciting district, and one that's never been consolidated for the past 400 years that it's been producing.
And is this in the main central silver belt?
It's in the Sierra Madres. It's actually 45 minutes from the Mazatlan Airport in southern Sinaloa, Mexico.
Right.
Yeah.
I know right where you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a company a long time ago, back in the 2002 to 2006 time frame when we were making a lot of money. I can't remember the name of it, but I had to fly into Mazatlan, and I took a ride out into the country right there, and it was a silver gold deal.
Yeah.
So that I know the country very well.
Yeah.
So share structure, did you mention share structure?
Yeah, 40 million shares outstanding,
40 million.
56 fully diluted.
How much cash on hand?
We have just a few $100,000 on hand, but we're doing a raise right now. We have a $4 million brokered placement through PI Financial and a $2 million non-brokered placement, both open right now.
And what are the current terms?
40 cents straight share. We're trading at 48 cents.
Okay, and a warrant, half warrant?
No warrant.
No warrant.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, good tight share structure, great project, and you're going to have enough money to get your drills going, and probably down there the drill costs are very inexpensive.
Yeah.
How deep do you have to drill in these?
Well, actually, some of them can be. So the district itself is it's unique in the sense that it's been established. It's been producing for a long time. There's 35 kilometers of underground workings. There's hundreds of kilometers of roads. But it's never been systematically explored, and it's never been explored with modern techniques. And we have over 75 kilometers of vein extent there, over 20 veins that we know about, and those 20 veins are outcropping. So it's possible that we can drill from surface on outcropping veins. We can also drill from underground in these underground workings. But the opportunity itself is actually twofold. One is drilling underneath the water table, underneath old workings.
Right.
Which, if you go back to the beginning of Silvercrest, that's what they were doing.
Oh, okay.
So it's an opportunity for us. And then we have an opportunity to go on basically undiscovered ore shoots on the other veins that haven't been as prolific producers in the region. So huge potential. 20 veins, 75 kilometers of extent. It's
wow, that's
a true district.
Amazing district scale for sure.
Yeah.
And who did all the old workings? I mean, was Silvercrest you're saying? Or?
No, Silvercrest wasn't involved. No, it was just local Mexican miners.
Oh, so the historic guys that you know. All right,
but it's the same concept as what they did at Las Chispas, is going under historic workings and drilling where the water table basically begins.
Wow, so I've been in those underground mines with these historic miners. I mean, these guys without any heavy equipment did some amazing things. I mean, it's just crazy how they were able to dig out so much ore and how they followed these veins, you know, all kinds of crazy angles. And
exactly.
So, well, that's exciting. What else we'd want to go? You're in a good jurisdiction. It sounds like you got all the infrastructure you need. You can drill from surface or underground, cheap costs. You don't need to go very deep because you can access from underground.
Yeah.
And you're following veins that go for kilometers.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and at the end of the day, we have basically a 2-year due diligence period, and at the end of that period, we have the option to basically buy all of the production equipment, production assets, including a mill, permits, agreements, tailings facilities, roads, power, everything that producing mining company would need.
Right.
We can buy at the end of that option agreement.
So you want to become from exploration? You want to go into production, or would you just want to get bought out?
Well, we have the capability as a management team to go into production. Our team's done it before. We're happy to do that. We every project that we get into, we get into with the intention of taking all the way to production and being a cash flowing producer.
So your team has that experience. What other mines did they build, or?
Well, one of the members of our board is Simon Smirlik, who's the president of Ausenco Engineering, which is one of the world's best engineering firms. He's probably built more mines than I could even know about. Right. He's very successful.
One of the top-notch guys.
Exactly. Yeah. And our chairman, Craig Perry's founder of Next Gen Energy, major story, and also built one of the world's lowest cost coal producers in Russia. So our team's done it before, and our intention is to do it here.
Wow, that's an exciting story. Well, hey, I've had some new companies I've got to get to know here at the show, and I'm very glad because these are all wonderful stories.
Yeah.
And yours sounds very good as well. So,
thank you.
Michael, pleasure to meet you.
Thank you, you too.
Yeah, we'll be talking.